Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I have a very special video for you guys, and it is my 2022 TBR, or just my TBR, my current TBR list. These are all the books I purchased with the intention of reading this year. So it is now February 20th, I believe. So this video is long overdue. So yeah, I just am going to jump right in to it because I have quite a few to get through. So I'm going to start off with the books that social media, whether it be TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube, made me buy. So let's just jump right in. The first book, I'm currently reading it. I'm on chapter, what chapter is this? I'm on chapter 16 of Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. Oh my goodness, I'm loving this book. It's like typical Colleen Hoover. If you're familiar with her books, you know, the same writing style, and I am currently loving this book. I cannot wait to just finish it. So yeah, that's that. My second book is Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. She's the author of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. So I got this book because obviously the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo was really great, and this book is like all over TikTok and YouTube, and it's been highly rated. So I was like, hey, need to get my hands on it. So this is on the list. My next book is The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. I never thought I would pick this book up, but then I think it's Hiiiii Fam Vlogs mentioned this book and how it's like very Harry Potter like. So I was like, what? I ran and I got it, and I got the last copy. So I'm very excited to read this book. I ran to Barnes & Noble to get this copy because I think they have a new cover or a hardcover, and I don't want that cover. I want this cover because it's so beautiful. And yeah, I'm really excited to read it. I have a confession. I've never read Harry Potter. I recently got into Harry Potter, but like through the movies, like I want to say like a year ago, and like my life is like complete, to be honest. Like, love Harry Potter, and I can't wait to read the books at some point because I feel like I have a lot of like gaps. Like, I don't know a lot about Harry Potter just from the movies. So yeah. And next is Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. So, I mean, if you haven't heard about this book, like, you clearly live under a rock. So, I can't help you. I can't help you there. But I'm just very excited to read this book because a lot of people rated this book a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. So, I'm here for it. Cannot wait. My next book is, like, needs no explanation. Like, once you see it, you're going to be like, okay. It is A Little Life by Hanya Yanagiara. And yeah, like, this book I heard will just like fucking crush you. So I'm here for it. Just crush me. I'm here for it. Why not? The next book is a book I've seen all over Instagram a while ago, and I never got it, but I'm just like, you know, why not? Let's just continue buying books. It is You Are a Badass by Jen Cicero. And yeah, I heard this book is amazing, so I'm like really excited to get started and just read this book. My next book is Untamed by Glenn Doyle. This book has been like really highly praised. So I told my friend that this book is highly rated, and like, you know, women love this book. So I went ahead and told her about it, and she loved it. She's like loving it. I'm not sure if she finished it, but I know she's loving it, and yeah, so I just went ahead and got myself a copy, and I can't wait to read it. The next book is, I already talked about this in a previous video, and it is The Vanishing Half by Britt Bene. I saw this for the first time on YouTube by Ariel Bissett. She talked about it, and the way she explained it, I was just like, wow, like I'm so intrigued and I'm so here for it, and I'm excited and I'm ready. So yes. Oh god. Ah, I'm like giving one away. So the next book is The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Again, if you haven't heard about this book, like, where do you live? Yeah, so I've wanted this book for a while, but I just never pulled the trigger. And my friend really like motivated me to buy it when she like started talking about the backwards law and whatnot. So I'm like super excited to start reading this book, and it's like a tiny little, you know, like a quick read. So I'm here for it. So the next book is actually, I talked about this in a previous video, and it is A Fine Balance by Mystery. I'm not even gonna try to say the first name. Ronton Mystery. I'm sorry if I'm like messing it up, but yeah, this book is like highly rated, and I'm just so excited to get this book started and just experience this book. So yeah, I think that concludes now my kind of social media books. I mean, I do have like one or two more, but I kind of want to categorize them in like self-help. So I think that's kind of what I'm going to jump into now. And okay, I'm going to start off with Flow. And this is, I can't say the author's name because I don't know how to pronounce that. But it's the psychology of optimal experience, and it's basically like researching flow states and yeah, like rethinking the questions of what motivates people. So I'm like really interested in this book because I'm like obsessed with productivity. So I'm really excited to get into this puppy. My next video, my next book is going to be How to Start a Conversation and Make Friends by Don Gaber. So my brother recommended this book to me, and it seems really interesting. It's kind of written, it's like just like kind of like a little guide, like kind of like for dummies book for, yeah, like how to literally engage with people on social media, engage with people on a, you know, like face to face, and just like, yeah, I'm super excited like to get this book started. The next book was also recommended by my brother, to me by my brother, and it's called Personality Plus by Florence Litauer. And it's basically about how to understand others by understanding yourself. So yeah, I'm very excited to get this book started, because why wouldn't you want to understand yourself more, and then as a result just understand people better? So very excited. And again, they're like thin little books, so I'm excited for that. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna like sneeze because there's so much dust, because I've just been buying books and not cleaning them. So my next book is, my brother gave me this book. It's called A Return to Love by Marianne Williamson. It's a reflection on the principles of A Course in Miracles. I actually have that book. A Course in Miracles. So yeah, really haven't read that book because it's like, I think like it's structured where you read a page a day, and it's like, it's very deep. So I don't know if I'm there yet. I know I'll pick it up at some point, but just like, yeah. I'm very excited to read this book though, because I heard it's very, yeah, like Deepak Chopra, like recommended, like, you know, rated this book, or reviewed this book and said it's a classic. And then there's like this quote by the author that says, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure." So yeah, she's just like really amazing to like hear. I met her in person. Like, I didn't actually talk to her, but I went to a church and with my brother, and yeah, I heard her speak, and it was she like said a prayer, and it was like it was like the most beautiful prayer I've ever heard in my entire life. And yeah, like I can't wait to get to that book. I know she like Oprah's really into her teachings and stuff, so that should tell you something, okay? All right, moving on. This next book is Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. So it's basically, this book is how to lose your mind and create a new one, okay? Because I do believe that we all have like very destructive patterns and behaviors that we need to break out of. So I think this book is like super cool, and like I'm just so excited to get to this book. Yeah, I can't wait to read about this. And yeah, on my list, my TBR list. So my next book is The Happiness Hypothesis by Jonathan Haidt. Yeah. And also, this is actually really cool. So the author of Flow reviewed this book. She said, "The fresh and original book goes to the heart of what people have found out about happiness across cultures and times. Enjoyable, important, and eminently readable." So yeah, I'm just like very excited to read this book, because I know the person that recommended this book on YouTube, he mentioned how this book is very important to read for self-help and growth and happiness. Because you sometimes think that you need no bounds, like you just want complete freedom, and that is going to give you happiness. But in reality, like, people, when they have things to look after and things tying them down, they're actually happier. Yeah, I'm super excited to read this book. All right, so the next book I have for you guys is The Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene. I'm currently reading one of his other books, and it's actually another book that I'm going to talk about, and I did talk about in a previous video. But yeah, I'm just very excited to get started on this book, and it's a little intimidating because it's super thick and pretty dense, but I'm here for it, and I'm ready, and I'm excited, and I cannot wait to get to it. I, at some point, want to just read all of Greene's books because of the book that I'm currently reading now. So, yeah. So the current book that I'm reading by Robert Greene is The Daily Laws. I made like an entire video for this book. Sorry. I live on a busy street. So, Robert Greene. Yeah, this book I'm currently reading. It's structured where you read a page a day, and it's just like so, like it's dated February 18th, February 19th, and it's just so impactful, and I love this book, and I can't wait to finish it, and I literally will probably be reading this book every single year for the rest of my life. Excuse me. All right, so my next book is going to be Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. Yeah, this is like the story of Nike and how Nike basically got started, and I was like I'm super interested and cannot wait to read this book. Bill Gates, like, and Warren Buffett reviewed this book, so it's like, I can't wait. The next book I have is I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. I heard this book is really great if you want to learn about finances and, you know, be rich, okay? Who doesn't want to be rich? So yeah, cannot wait to get started on this book. And I heard it's really good. I heard great reviews, so cannot wait. While we're on that topic, I also got another classic, but I'm a little scared to read this book. It is The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. Girl, are you seeing what I'm seeing? All right, this is like super dense, but I heard it's very good, and I want to start learning about investing, so that's why I picked it up, and it is on my TBR list for the year. The next book I have is Sapiens, and it is A Brief History of Mankind by Yuval Noah Harari. I read, like, I want to say maybe like an eighth of this book, and I never finished it. So I want to finish this book this year. I want to read this, restart this book this year and read it. People like Ashton Kutcher have reviewed this book and recommend this book. So I'm like super excited. It's a heavy book. Like, it's really, like, it's dense, but I'm super excited. Like, what I did read from it, it seems super interesting, and just can't wait to finish it or like restart it. All right, so my next book is, I actually talked about it in a previous video. It is Just Mercy by Brian Stevenson. I cannot wait to get started on this book. So it actually, the New York Review of Books said, every bit as moving as To Kill a Mockingbird, and in some ways more so, a stirring testament to the salvation that fighting for the vulnerable sometimes yields. I'm super excited to read this book, and I think because I got this book, I ended up getting To Kill a Mockingbird, and this is also on my TBR list. I don't think I got this book. I ever read this book. I know I watched the movie like a very long time ago, so I'm just very excited to read this book and this one this year. But yeah, this is like a classic, and yeah, I cannot wait to get started on that book also. So the last book on my list is the Iliad and the Odyssey. I got this book because my friend said it was amazing, and I started getting interested in like Greek mythology and the Odyssey because of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Addie in that book is reading the Odyssey, so I was like, hey, you know, I want to check it out. Boy, I didn't know it was going to be this thick. This is Iliad and the Odyssey, but yeah, I'm super excited to read this book at some point. This, I don't know if I'm going to finish this year, but yeah, with that being said, like, I'm still excited to get started and just start learning more and just read a classic, okay? I'm excited. So yeah, that summarizes my TBR list for the year, and I have a lot to read now. I kind of feel like I should stop buying books, which I probably will. I'm not going to buy any more books for now. And it's crazy because I almost bought 2 at Barnes & Noble like 2 weeks ago, but no. I will not be buying any more books. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.